I'm going to show you how to use the timeline of a movie clip symbol. Graphic symbols also have a timeline, by the way. So I have a box here, and I'm going to turn it into a symbol. So I'm going to go to Modify and Convert to Symbol. I'm going to call it Box. Okay, so now you can see in my library that it's a symbol. Okay, so I'm going to edit the actual symbol. So remember that on the stage, it's an instance of the symbol of the library, so it's a copy of it. But I can go into the library and I can edit the actual symbol. So you can see right here, it says box. That means I'm editing the symbol. And the timeline here is the timeline of the symbol. It's not the timeline of your animation. So that's a little hard to understand at first. When you go back to scene 1, then you're back in your main animation. So you have to be very careful and look up here at the top, see what you have. So I'm going to go and edit the actual symbol of the green box. Okay, so I'm going to work on the timeline a little bit. I'm going to insert a keyframe, and I am going to change the color, and then I'm going to insert a keyframe, and I'm going to change the color again, and then I'm going to insert a keyframe, and you could just do this as many times as you want. I'm going to insert a keyframe here, and I'm going to actually delete the box, and I am going to draw a spiral. Okay, so anything you can do on a regular timeline, you can do on the timeline of a symbol. So I can make a background. Whoop. Like that. I can change the color of it. I can delete it. Okay, so this symbol looks like this. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Okay, so that's my symbol. So when I go back to the scene, this is actually the symbol here of what I just did. But when I play it, it doesn't look like it's doing anything. So this is a key thing, okay? In order to see these kinds of things, you have to test it. So you can go to test or test movie. You can just go to test. It just makes an SWF file and then it plays it. So that way you can see what's going on. But what's fun about this is that this is a symbol. You can transform it. You can tween it, or you can create a motion tween because it's already symbol. So I'm going to bring it to the end of my timeline. Maybe I'll make it long. And then you can also apply color effects to it or anything that you can apply to a symbol. I think I'm just going to fade it out a little bit. Okay, so, and once again, when you play it, you only see that part of it. So you have to go to Control, Test, and then you can see what it does. So the movie clip symbol has its own timeline that it's playing along the regular timeline, and there is a lot of things you can do with that. For instance, if you want a bird whose wings flap against a still background, or maybe something else is going on in the background, this can get endlessly complicated, but if you can understand this, you get a lot more options, and it's really fun to play with. You just have to remember to go to Control, Test in order to see it.